Breaking news out of North Carolina. 6 North Carolina residents indicted for firearm, drug, and robbery offenses. A federal grand jury sitting in Greensboro, North Carolina last week returned 5 indictments charging 6 Richmond County, North Carolina men who were arrested yesterday on charges including possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, drug distribution, and Hobbs Act robbery. These indictments were the result of a coordinated effort among federal, state, and local law enforcement intended to reduce violent and gun-related crime in the Richmond County area, announced Acting Assistant Attorney General John P. Cronan of the Justice Department's Criminal Division. In 2017, security concerns prompted the City of Hamlet, North Carolina, to abruptly cancel its July 4th festivities. News of the 2017 Hamlet July 4th cancellation garnered public attention, and Attorney General Sessions, speaking at a gang conference in Winston-Salem on August 17, 2017, remarked, "I heard recently about Hamlet, North Carolina, where this year's annual Independence Day celebration was canceled suddenly because of threats of gang violence. This is in a town of about 7,000 people. I certainly respect the decision of the city leaders, but it is infuriating and wrong to me that they had to make it. This is America. We will not be held hostage in our homes by gangsters." The Attorney General pledged to provide assistance to combat that violence, and the cases announced today are a direct result of that pledge. At the direction of the Attorney General, the Department of Justice's Criminal Division dispatched a team of prosecutors to assist federal and local law enforcement officials in central North Carolina to address violent criminal activity in the area, said Acting Assistant Attorney General Cronan. "It is our hope that the Criminal Division's efforts, together with those of our federal and local partners, will lead to a decrease in crime, result in accountability for violent offenders, and lead to safer streets and communities." On June 25, the grand jury returned indictments against 6 individuals including Quandon Hassan Wilson, 26, and Devian Marquis Ward, 22, both of Rockingham, North Carolina, were charged with 1 count of obstructing, delaying, and affecting commerce and the movement of any article and commodity in commerce, by robbery or extortion in connection with the robbery of Duncan's food store in Rockingham on January 8. Wilson and Ward are also charged with 1 count of using, carrying, or possessing a firearm during and in relation to a crime of violence. Quaterosticklin Gardner, 22, of Hamlet, was charged with 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. Sajwin D'Angelo Leslie, 29, of Rockingham, was charged with 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. Trevin Ibionte Leslie, 23, of Rockingham, was charged with 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm, 1 count of possession with intent to distribute marijuana, and 1 count of using, carrying, or possessing a firearm during and in relation to a drug trafficking crime, and Hakeem Idris Lamar Bird, 24, of Rockingham, was charged in a 4-count indictment with 1 count of conspiracy to distribute and possess with intent to distribute 28 grams or more of cocaine base, 2 counts of possession with intent to distribute cocaine base, and 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm. An indictment is merely an allegation, and a defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law. The cases indicted this month were investigated by the Hamlet Police Department, Rockingham Police Department, Richmond County Sheriff's Office, North Carolina Department of Public Safety, FBI, and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Federal law enforcement officials are also grateful to Assistant District Attorneys from the Richmond County District Attorney's Office for their assistance. The cases are being prosecuted by Washington, D.C. based trial attorneys Jay Bauer, Aaron Cox, Ivana Nizic, Jamie